Hold on, let me just share it into the chat.
Pajala.
Hey, mate.
Very good.
Yeah, good, mate. Stream's up and running, mate.
Code it is.
Yep, I am. Yeah, just doing that now. Yeah, I was just doing that now. Awesome.
With there's one driver, McNeils. Is he a reserve? McNeils in the Alpine, I think. Really?
Yep, that's.
But
Yeah, no. I said to Kruder, if you don't qualify and don't finish, you should be fine because he wants to practice for tomorrow. Yeah. No, yeah.
So
I had to do in the chat, but yeah. Nah. Nah, we're good.
Alright, can I just quickly confirm the lineups with you here? So
Yep.
with the Red Bulls, Fanatical and Harry Dwells. Yeah, I got that with me. Alfa Romeo
I'm not in the
is
Div 2 chat.
Oxy and Ranger Killer. Mercedes, Notorious and Ninja.
Good morning, Hendo. It's
With Aston, I have Goats
about 11
and
for you, mate.
Otto.
It's a late morning.
Loco and Gavin. That's fine. He was on Modern Warfare, but to him. Then the Alpines, Kirk and Fifth. And Williams, Love Monster, Carl the Bot. Or Haas, Frizy and Lil T. I know you're McLaren with Kodia, and then Bevan Carden, Urban in the Tories.
Just want to say, Kirko has just got himself an accidental 5-second grid penalty. 5-place grid penalty for contact with his teammate.
Wow.
It's BJ. So yeah.
So if McNeils
Kirko,
is a full-time, what team will he be in? I've been using Spun. So
yep, that's fine.
oh, so
that's
he's
fine.
Kyle the Bot, but that's his. Oh, okay, and he's McNeils. Okay, that's what I was confused about. Alright, cool.
Okay. Yeah, he's in the Williams. I told Jacko's because he's I thought he could go in the
No,
he's
Div 2, he's a reserve.
Div 2, a reserve. But I said he could have the Williams, which is yeah, simple as that. All right, awesome, mate. Tough. Yeah, mate, I loved it. Oh, you need to do them every week, like consistently. They're really good. Yeah, good. So, in a minute, see you, mate. Hendo, yeah, I know you were up hours ago, mate. I've seen you searching around the Euro chats. And oh, Kirko. yeah, bit rough. Can't hear me. You should be able to hear me. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. You should definitely be able to hear me. Yep. Super confirming in the chat that he can hear me.
I'm back, sorry.
Lobster Monster has joined the session again. Hopefully you can just pick up a car. Someone, Hendo, I'm not sure if you have access to Div 2, but if you could try find Lobster in the Discord and let him know that just wait out quali now. So yes, Mr. Doodleson with a 128.3, Rango Killer with a 128.7, Mr. T, Little T, has unfortunately invalidated, but here we go, on board with Mr. T. I said Mr. T again, didn't I? God,
We just said Little T.
Yeah, I'm trying to say Little T. Harry Dwells with the 126.8, very, very good performance. He did awesome in the trial race last week, won it comfortably in that Red Bull. Showing good signs again that he may be a Div 1 driver soon. But
Beautiful.
Jakos with a 126.6.
For
Very good
reserve.
on him. But Little T.
For reserve. Oh.
Little T setting a purple sector 1.
Can the stream just confirm that my audio's in? 90% sure.
I don't have the option to include yours because I think
No,
you're streaming as
no,
well.
I was able to include it.
Are you able to? Okay.
Yeah.
Stream if you can let
Alright, thank you, Supra.
Noodle know. Supra. Yep, good, sweet. Yes, so
Man.
BJ as well retiring the car. Those Alpines. Alpines. No, he says Alpines. Those Alpines will be starting at the back of the grid, unfortunately. But here's Little T with a purple sector 1. Unfortunately missed his sector 2, but that brings Haas around the last corner. Hopefully he's looking very, very good over OC and at RRL and puts the car in P4. Obviously on a set that had already completed a lap, so that's very good from him. Oxygen Feet with a 127.2. Goats for Life a 128.3. Storm Hutto. The S2
into the back of the house. Oh, I just saw that.
Well,
that was of Frozy.
Storm Hutto.
And Frozy just spun as well.
Oh, the Haas! The Haas is spun as well. Frozy's also spun at the same time.
It almost went into that Aston Martin. So who was the other car?
Wow. So it was Storm Hutto. It was Oxygen Thief. No? Yes, Oxygen Thief. And Storm Hutto getting caught up in quali. Storm Hutto's lost his front wing. We'll have to box. Frizy manages to catch it unscathed on his lap, unfortunately. He will come into the pit for a new set. If I could say that they were flat-spotted in-game, his tyres are definitely flat-spotted. Ninja's on a lap here. 27.8 in the first sector for him. Coming down the back straight, hopefully doing my Mercedes proud. DRS open, even though it's not showing on my screen. Oh! Is he backing out of the lap? Looks like he's out of. Oh, looks like he's backed out of that lap.
It looks like he has.
So yeah, Storm Hutto, as Noodle and I know very well, is a turn 1 dive bomb master here, taking out about 12 cars in the F2 on Saturday night. That was very fun. To give me and Noodle a 1-2.
Well, we'll tell you what happened. We were doing a Div 2 trial race, I believe it was. Yes, it was a trial race for Div 2 on this track. Both me and Kuhui started top 5? Top 5?
I started first, I do believe you started.
I think I was 5th.
Yep.
And Hutto on the inside, he's just got a break. That's pretty much it. Ruining a lot of people's races.
Pajala on an outlap.
I reckon being on board with Ninja, he's going to top right now.
138.6 on that lap he backed out of. So yeah.
Let's see what he can do here. He's got 110.5.
Yellow flag into sector 1. Just people getting out the way. Looks like it was Rango Killer getting out the way for Ninja and for Harry Dwells. We seem to be following each other a little bit.
Ooh, maybe.
Pajala on his outlap. Well, it doesn't look like he's binned it there yet, the old man. Sorry, won't mind me saying that.
Can we just say real quick, Ahu? Welcome back. Season 4, basically, of Rapid Racing. Season 2.
Yes.
Season 2 of Div 2.
My first official start of the season. Yes. In all fairness, for me, I obviously have only done 6 races and accumulated about 100 points out of them, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It's amazing, but it will be a good season. It will be a great season.
I'm very excited for tomorrow night's race. Rubric putting in the chat, not the Twitch chat, but the Facebook chat earlier, as Ninja goes fastest with 126.5 in his Mercedes. Basically letting us know that it's 1 day left and we're getting excited like it's Christmas. Oh, Pajala going really wide! 28.5, unfortunately that was a very poor first sector from the old man himself, but very nice apex there. Heading down to the double left-hander as we have a slow car. I do believe that is Storm Hutto, the turn 1 genius himself. Yes. We are riding on board with Pajala right now, as Super wants in the chat, and Pinju letting me know that I'm not being heard on your stream, but that's also because there's no option to, unfortunately. That's because we have 2 streams running, so if you want to check out the stream where you hear both of us, come over to Rapid Racing League. If you just want to hear the Asian Noodle's beautiful voice, then head over to his stream at Noodle76 or 67, I do believe. 67. And Rapid Pajala with a 1:28.3. Very good lap by the man himself, but he will need to improve as we go on board with Frizy with a 27.8. Very tentative through there, as we find out with these F1 cars. The first lap is always the scariest around here under qualifying. Manages to pull up the car. Frizy just manages to pull up the car. All cars have completed a lap except Urban Grove, Frizy, and Cordier. McNeil's unfortunately is out. The Alpines are unfortunately out, and Kruder, who has been given specific instructions by himself, is oh no, as Frizy unfortunately invalidates. So we'll head on over to Urban. What's Urban got? A 28.1 in Sector 1. A couple of tenths off the pace already for the beautiful man who I found out lives very close to me.
Wow.
He actually lives in basically the same suburb as me in Perth. And I found someone who lives in Perth, guys. So, beautiful job. 4th, short sipped up to 5th. A little bit late to get onto the power there. Comes around a 1.0. What is it going to be? A 1.065. Still not too far off the pace. A little bit slow on the exit of turn 12 there. Heading down to the last corner. And as that happens, beautiful exit out of there. Oh, a little bit of a snap of oversteer. 7th gear, went up to the 8th, and that is 28 flat for Urban Growth. Puts him into P7. I still think a lot of these drivers are going to have to improve those times. Storm Hunter, obviously, that time is not reflective as he is coming down to 105.7. That's a purple sector 2, or at least that came up on the screen. Very, very short shifting down. Well, short shifting, got down to 2nd gear, I think, as he goes to 127.3, puts him up into P5. Speaking of people who are looking for a top 5 performance today, Frizy, oh, we almost lost it on the end there, a 105.8 on his 2nd run, so not too far off. That's within a tenth of Storm Hutto's time. I do believe, though, that Storm Hutto got a bit... He got into 2nd gear almost at the last corner there. Maybe a little bit too tentative through there, but he crosses the line and he has a 127.3, basically in line with Storm
Collier will be the last one.
As Collier on a lap now to come across the line, a 105.1. Collier looks like he's going to put it in a very competitive P1. That's awesome from the McLaren driver.
I have to give it to him.
That looked awesome, a 105.1 coming through the 2nd sector, and that is definitely a purple lap for the McLaren driver.
That is magnificent. Round of applause.
I fair to say, after watching a couple of his performances in Div 2 last season, looked like he was struggling. But this game seems to be brought him a new life.
Yes, there's a lot of drivers from last season with this game that
we have
back to life.
Storm Hutto has unfortunately binned it again up at turn 11 on that fast right-hander.
Does have damage.
Rango Killer goes around him this time, as we have no kerfuffle up at the corner. A 106.1 for Rango Killer, so he has improved his time by a 2nd at this point. Oh, a little bit slow out of the last corner. The arrows opens and he gets a 128 flat. Unfortunately, only improves half a second.
So I believe
that's unfortunately invalidated.
Lobster Monster will be joining this lobby.
Lobster Monster will be Lobster Monster will be joining the lobby. I do believe he was in one of the cars that
Williams
has not been touched.
Williams.
Oh, he wasn't in Williams. That's okay. So if Lobster Monster, mate, if you're watching, if you're listening, or if you're doing both, whatever, just stay in the lobby. Unfortunately, you will be starting from the back of the grid, but you will be starting the race. and you will be allowed whatever tyre choice you want, mate. Fortunately, a little bit late to the lobby, and we did run a little bit over time.
So,
all
J-Cos.
cars except for Rango and Doodleson are in the pit. Doodleson, I do believe he might go for another lap though at the end of this. He's backed off immensely, maybe to preserve the tyres. But Rango Killer definitely coming back into the pit. Apart from that, everyone is in the pit and they're all about to come out, no doubt, potentially. Apart from maybe the people in the 26s. No, Doodleson backs out. So that will be Doodleson, all of them. Yes, it's not short qualifying. What am I on about? They're all into Q2. So congratulations, guys. That is Q2 for you guys.
Just want to quickly ask, Mr. Doodleson's in the AlphaTauri, and then J-Cos is in the Alpine?
Williams.
Okay, Williams. Okay.
It's in the Williams. So Lovestar would be in that Williams, but as Jackos was filling in and Lovestar was a little bit late. Yeah, so it has retired the car, and that should be the end of Q1.
So
I should have 13 runners into Q2.
Lovestar Monster, we will put him, his points will be allocated to Williams.
Yep.
We'll just have him just drive a different car, and then we'll have J-Cos. Be difficult, that one actually.
Well, what driver is not in here that
Mercedes
has a car?
One Mercedes?
Yeah.
And two Ferraris.
Yeah, we'll put them towards the Ferrari. Hey? We'll put Jacko's towards the Ferrari. It's only fair that we have one representative from each. So
yes.
Jacko's points tonight. If you're listing Hendo or whoever is in charge of it, obviously I know you're going to do something yourself. Yeah. I think that's fair enough. Just checking Discord. Everyone should be good.
Sorry, just... Oops. Okay, so it looks like Lovestar says I'm going to trouble trying to get a set.
Pardon?
Lovestar, I think he's having trouble selecting seats.
Tell Lovestar when he's in the lobby or whatever, just to have been readied up. It should just work like that, where it picks him a car for the race.
Yes, but there
will obviously allocate his points.
13, I guess you can say.
Yep. There's your all your runners.
With Kirko, BJ, and McNeil's both out Q1. Still, I have to say, I'm still surprised but happy. Kodia, P1. Hope he can carry that Q3 if he makes it. Oh, and look who's joined Go.
Pinju, yep.
One.
That's okay. I've just seen him in the OC general chat, and Kruder and him are talking about, oh, why am I allowed to join? Why aren't I? Sorry, Pinji, mate. I did tell Kruder that he can race for practice tomorrow if he wants. He just can't qualify, and he has to start at the back of the grid. And also on top of that, he's not allowed to finish the race, but I'm sure he won't mind, because Kruder, if you are watching, do not bin it before that one anyway, mate, if you want the practice. Because we've all seen.
Storm Hutto will be the first car out. The Aston Martin. I have to say, it's pretty aligned with Div 2. I think some of the boys here can compete with some of us in Div 1.
Yep, 100%. Obviously, the first name that springs to mind for everyone here is Harry Dwells. Harry Dwells, very impressive last year. Unfortunately, finished P4 in the championship. And with the trial race he did earlier on last week, there's no reason to say why he couldn't. Another driver who may be on the brinks is obviously Ninja, who's been with us before, I do believe. Codier, we'll see his pace throughout the season. Frizzy's, I do believe, a Div 2 over at OCE. Mate, I do believe he is.
I don't know, to be honest.
Well,
Jacos, though? I think Jacos could be the dark horse.
Jacos? It's
Jacos, sorry. Jacos, yes.
Yeah,
I think it could be a dark horse. Not winning championship, but getting pretty high in the standings.
Well, I mean,
if he gets a permanent seat, that's the thing. He's a reserve driver.
He's only a reserve.
Yes.
He's a reserve, but if someone doesn't consistently show up, that's the whole point about them being reserve. We can just switch them around.
That's right. And for Div 2, we do have plenty of reserves compared to Div 1.
Yep. Obviously, Ninja being a Div 1 reserve.
Yes.
And I do think we should consider maybe even Little T and Harry Dwells for Div 1 reserves.
Definitely.
As Little T is a Div 2 driver for OCU as well, but is highly, highly considered to be one of their favourites to win that.
Yes.
And is also, on his day, very much up there with the Div 1 fellas for both leagues. So, but speaking of RRL, it's very competitive up at Div 1. A bunch of drivers and a bunch of constructors this year allowed to, not allowed to, but in contention.
We got a couple of drivers out on mediums. We got Oxy, Pajala, one of them, Ninja, Jacos, and some Haro. One stop. You think a one stop is good here? You have experienced it last night.
I just want to let all viewers know who potentially have a wheel. The patch for 106 is out for Xbox very soon, and it's addressed an issue where there's no force feedback on Thrustmaster. Force feedbacks on Thrustmasters wouldn't be active. Audio will no longer stutter when connecting an official Xbox headset into controller. Addressed various issues with online connectivity on Xbox. Addressed a potential crash during broadcast sequences. Track surface will now appear correctly for a 2-player. Oh, sorry, that's irrelevant to this. Car performance can now be changed after creation of a league. Well, we don't need to do that, so that's okay. We have it on equal.
Yeah, that's it. I think the main one out of this patch would
Tyre wear can now be viewed in the MFD during the formation lap. That's apparently...
Yes, that's
and general stability improvements and various minor fixes. So, the biggest one for all of you out there is the feedback, because I know a lot of you are on the wheels and I know a lot of you complain about
and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Frizzy into the wall just saved his car. He's lost his front wing. Please do check that.
Oh, yep. I'll check that now. And yes, the audio no longer stuttering when, hopefully, in lobbies and in parties too. So, fingers crossed.
Let's hope. Now, do you want to tell the viewers here, Scott, about those on the mediums, will that benefit them for the race if they do qualify mediums?
Yes. Pajala has... Oh, we're going to spin for Doodleson on his in-lap. Or I do believe he was actually going for a second lap. Because he was only 3:10 stand. And that's very risky because Frozy, who's also potentially on an in-lap, almost swiped him as he came back onto the track.
But yes, sorry, please continue
Yes,
on.
the advantage of being on a medium tyre, as we see Pajala just within a tenth of his time on the mediums, is you're allowed to one-stop here a lot more efficiently than you would, and Kurudakam retiring, thanks for that, buddy. Yeah, you pretty much can, so if you were to try a one-stop and you qualify on the softs, you would be doing potentially a lot of laps, as you saw me in the trial race on yesterday, do a fair amount of laps, which means a fair amount of pace loss by saving the tyre. Now, if you are on a one-stop from the medium to the hard, don't even worry about tyre saving. You can go all out attack all race, knowing that the tyres will hold up, and when they do drop off, just being able to slip on another one. So yes, the medium tyres for tracks, especially like Bahrain, is preferred for Q2. So if you can get yourself onto Q2 on the medium tyre from Q2 to Q3, you have a significant advantage over the people who go into softs. Bearing safety car as well. I can also put that out there.
Yes.
However, in also saying that, if the front runners, a bunch of them who probably will be on softs, if I'm not mistaken, as a 27.4 from Oxygen Feet on mediums, that is incredibly quick. Storm Hunter with a 128.1 on mediums is also stuffed it again at the top of turn 11. He loves it up there. As I was attempting to say, if you are on mediums and you don't finish in the 10, a free tyre choice from P11, P12, even P13, etc. can also give you an advantage by not going into Q3. So it's very strategical, and it depends what you decide to do, which could benefit or hamper your race. We see Little T here on the softs.
Speaking with the positions and all that, we like to say P11 is the golden spot.
Yes, it's now known as the Kahoot strat, especially on tracks where a one-stop is quicker than a two-stop, because as you all know, there are tracks where the one-stop is shite compared to a two-stop. But this is a track where a one-stop is more powerful, and as we've seen Pinju execute it previously.
In our first trial race in France.
And our trial race in France a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's a very good time. 105.3. He's on for a 26 here. So, Little T looking very impressive. Yes, you will be able to one-stop and overcut all of the top 10 runners, considering they are on the top 10 tyre. Sorry, the top 10 tyre, which is the soft. If you, like I said, the best position to be in a race like this is a medium to hard strategy and getting yourself into the top 10, as Little T has got himself to P1 with a 26.7, as we have a few cars on a bunch of outlaps. Jackos crosses the line now, followed by Frizy.
Yes.
Yep, followed by Frizy. Harry Dwells, be keen to see where he comes out. It's a Ninja as well, and Goats for Life, all very quick drivers if they can put that lap together. But we'll go on board with Jackos, who...
Shall we? It just came to my head. Barfing?
Yep.
There's a lot of drivers in both divisions, probably the whole league, that are pretty young. Like low 20s.
Yep. Including myself and you
yes,
as well.
I am 19.
And Ninja has retired. Ninja has binned it out of turn 2.
Speaking of Ninja, I think he's the youngest.
Turn 2, turn 3.
I think Ninja is the youngest.
Ninja is unfortunately not going to make it into the 10. That is very unfortunate. He will be starting at the moment. It looks like P14. As a 106.3 for Jackos. Oh, he struggled to pull that up then. McLaren or Cottier just behind him, I do believe. Yep. So let's see if Jackos what he can do through the final corner in that Williams. Oh, looking very solid through there.
He gets
it's only a 128.2, so he's in there. Oxygen Feet definitely the quickest so far on the mediums. We'll go on board with Haley Dwells for the second half of the lap. As Pinju saying, a medium soft stop strategy works well in the end. It does. And I still think I could have won yesterday's trial race by doing the two-stop. I just didn't want to get caught behind the Will, Josh, and Super Battle. Oh, losing it a bit on the end there. Lost it. Almost lost it on the end there. Snap of oversteer in that Red Bull. Third gear, just going over the curve. He would have lost a couple of tenths there, that's for sure. He didn't get the clean exit, just scraping the apex on the inside is the ultimate. But a 26.76 Harry Dwells going from strength to strength. That might be a time that sees him through, potentially, on the medium tyre, which is the optimal strategy. We have a yellow flag. That is just Jack Ross letting Frizy pass. Frizy now on his medium lap after invalidating it previously. And Harry's just going a little bit slow into sector 1. This is a very quick time. This is a very, very quick time. This is on board for an oxygen feed time here, but can he go quicker?
Let's see. Coming out of the last
The
corner.
low 27s. The low 27s are optimal, I reckon, for a top 10 finish on the mediums. Ow! That's very well done. That's very well done from Frizy. I think those tyres are a couple of laps old, if I do believe.
Just from looking at this,
2 laps old tyres.
it looks like the mediums are just better than the softs. Generally.
So we have goats for life. Yep. The mediums, well, from experience here yesterday, for the first 5 laps, the softs are a lot better. But from there on, it definitely starts to balance out a lot quicker than everyone thinks. Because after about 7 or 8 laps, those softs are pretty shot. But if you can, like I did yesterday, like Super did yesterday, like a couple of other drivers did yesterday in a trial race, you can actually hold on to them for quite a while. Oh, and that's a spin! Goats for life! He's upside down.
He's sideways.
Oh, he's on the side. Goats for life. That is a big, big, big crash. We hope he's alright, not like he's actually in the car, but mentally for his driving capability, that is a massive crash.
On my screen, he's just flipped it back.
Yeah,
he's back on 4.
Same here. I saw it just before I switched over. So, Rango Killer, confident he can do this on the mediums. He's out, like his teammate. His teammate is 1.4 seconds up the road. And what does that remind you of in the real life F1, Iox?
We already know.
Well, if you weren't thinking Schumacher and Mazepin, then Schumacher and Mazepin for sure. Frizy retiring as well. They're all retiring in the pit. It means they're confident that they can get through those Hasses at P1 and P3. That's very impressive.
It looks like Urban Growth won't go out. Looks like he's in a golden spot. He didn't even go do a lap, he's on the golden spot.
Urban Growth has listened to the commentary. He knows P11.
He has no time.
To start on the medium is prime.
Ranger Killer is out for his hot lap on mediums.
Yep.
Looking to improve.
On his lap, we'll go on board with him. Very clean coming out of there. It's a little bit unfortunate. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 11, and turn 5 and 6, the most common places to bin it here, unfortunately. Oh, a little bit of an oversteer there on the exit. But he's up 3/10 on his time.
He went over that curve that might have affected his lap.
Oh, very wide, very wide. Understeer. And that's going to lose Rango Killer a bunch of time. I would guess maybe even half a second there. Oh, very low into there too. Oh, no. I'm going to grant Super a wish. Because Pajala is about to go into a lap.
I don't
and
think
I'm going to give him
enough time. No, he's just gone wide.
So, Pajala on the soft tyre. Oh no. He's realised he's through. He's realised he's through. And he's on the medium tyre, so it's just Rango Killer, who's also through.
He's just going to wind out his tyres more.
So, everyone except for Noodleson and T in the top 10
are on softs.
Should be on the medium tyre.
That's correct.
So, only...
Wow,
so yes,
that's a lot of...
Confirmed Urban Growth will be P11. Urban, if you are watching at all, very well done, except the only factor to that is everyone except 2 drivers in front of you will be on mediums. So, It'd be interesting to see where safety cars play out. It'll be interesting to see if there is any safety cars. And it will be interesting to see different strategies because medium to hard is almost as good as, but a lot better than a medium soft strategy.
Yes.
So depending on where you see these drivers pop out, is all dependent on how their pace is on that medium tyre. As for Doodleson and Lil T, is it going to be a one stop from a soft to a medium? Please don't. It was really, really bad because I didn't enjoy that too much. Tyre saving for. So is it going to be a soft, medium? Is it going to be a soft, medium, soft? Or is it going to be soft to hard, which is definitely a lot more sufficient? And F1 International Race League has put in the chat, who's winning, do you reckon? Well, Alex, what is your tip? Do you have a tip?
I'm going to go... I'll choose my top 3. Not in order, but Harry Dwell's definitely up there. He had a good pre-season. He's definitely up there. I reckon... Jackos could pull out something. I reckon he'll be the dark horse here. As well as... Ooh... Good, actually. Maybe Oxy.
See, I'm going to look for 2, 3, and 4 there because they were very, very quick on those medium tyres, and hopefully that if that transverses over to, race pace, then those drivers are a couple of tenths quicker on the mediums race pace wise than the rest of them.
Yes, all those viewers, be sure to
F1
predict.
International Race League. I'm saying Storm Hutto, he's a legend, such a good bloke. I agree. I reckon Storm's a good bloke, talks a lot of smack. Over in the OCE chat, he's a good bloke for sure. However, he is a turn 1 pile-up merchant, as we've seen in F2. I'm just joking about that. He just forgot to brake. So hopefully,
we were memeing for a while.
He doesn't forget to brake, as we're just waiting for the drivers to advance into the
I think he's
Q3?
Ninja having problems with the lobby. But be sure, all viewers, be sure to predict your driver to win tonight. But I reckon, in terms of constructors, which team would do good, Haas was pretty strong. Maybe the Alfa Romeos.
Yep, the Alphas and the Haas is looking very solid here.
Yes, both Ferrari engines. Yeah, so we believe it's Ninja is the one having lobby issues, which is making everyone else suffer for not to load into Q3. And let's hope he resolves that issue very soon. Because we can't leave the viewers just looking at this for the next 10 minutes.
Yep. The only problem with this is, well, so yes, apparently it might be urban as well. I have no idea.
I haven't seen any messages about it.
Yes, so it is Ninja and Urban. We're waiting on them too. They have unfortunately glitched the lobby.
I think they both have just a lobby. Sorry viewers about this. Welcome to F1 2021. Servers are,
Yes.
I'm going to say it, fucked.
Yep, so hopefully this patch will help it up.
So no response from either driver.
Yep. Sadly.
Right.
So we are stuck on a... need them to leave. So, yeah.
Sorry, viewers, again.
Chat, we have 17 viewers. This is awesome.
It's great to see.
I'm
on one.
This is awesome.
And that's me.
That's still 18 now. Sheesh. Very good stuff, guys. Appreciate all the love and support the Rapid Racing League has, so can't complain.
And it's going down. Alright, you jinxed it.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. You know what? At the end of the day, still appreciate all the love and support.
It's very good. Oh.
Lobby reset has been talked about in the chat.
Let's hope not.
Might quickly invite Bajala back into here, just to get the man to talk. Don't get me wrong. It's unfortunately not so much Ninja's and Urban's fault. Their internet has always been completely fine. It's 100% a server issue.
Is this game like dedicated service to EA, or is it depending on the host?
I think host has a big factor, but I think it also has its own servers. So whatever server the host connects to should be the same one that everyone ends up connecting to. So like I said, if our host of a lobby was connected to an Asian server, or a European server, we would all be linking towards, and that's why we had the latency of red bars and whatnot.
Yes. Okay. So now I believe we're just waiting on Urban.
Urban?
Yes.
Yep.
Who hasn't
just waiting on it.
Spawned. So everyone just spam.
Yeah, everyone
spamming on Discord
him in the chat, please. Thank you. So yeah, I might. Benji, mate, I've seen Discord. We know, we're just talking so much about connections and stuff. So, it could be server, it could be the fact he has an A on advance. You never know. Oh,
right. He's not even online on Discord either, so... Issue. I mean...
Sad thing is, we can't kick him.
Supra will call him on Messenger. I don't even think he's any of the chats, to be honest. Only on Discord.
Yeah, I'm calling him on Discord right now.
Oh man. To be fair, well, not even to be fair, but he didn't even do a lap, so he's been gone for a while. As Harry just put on the chat thing. Harry?
Oh, there we go. 30 seconds.
There we go, we've got it. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go, guys. We are back. Okay. Don't stress, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Took him a while. I wonder what he said on Discord. If he has. Has he apologized or anything? Anything.
I generally don't think he's checked, but that's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hopefully we do not have to...
the last qualifying session. Your top 10 here. Going for the fastest laps. P1 here. As Ho says in the chat, he's gonna spin again on top of the hill. Try not to.
100% Hado. 100%.
I'll put a bet in if he does. I will. I don't know. What should I do, Kuhu? You know, I'm just gonna bet he will. I'm not even gonna say anything. It might backfire back to me. As Urban is now typing in the chat, let's see what he says. I'll read it out to you.
Yeah.
As this session, this lobby for tonight, I believe it's been set to easy fuel, so you can run low fuel.
Oh, so Urban has put it in the chat. Sorry fellas, thought I had time to dash to the deli while Q2 was happening. My apologies. That is his excuse of saying I had a quick round of the good stuff with my missus.
He did a bit of the.
And, yes. He had clap time with his missus.
They were applauding.
No, she doesn't.
They were applauding for how much of a good lap Evan was doing. But we shall continue on, as I believe it's Kodia with the first car across the line to set his hot lap in Q3.
So yes, Cordier, the first car on track.
Now I'm just gonna watch on my map and see if Haro does do a bit of a spin.
Super asking for Urban's real name. I actually remember it yesterday, and now I forgot. So, but that's okay. He fixed it up. Later, player. Yep. Well, so Rapid Hendo confirming what I said in the chat from earlier with the whatnot and Storm. So yes, would you like to give that McLaren an onboard, Cordier?
Yes, I've got him on my screen. Bit rusty coming out of the first corner, but he's doing alright. I will normally go wide here, right in the curb, but you do you. I will take a bit of a closer to the curb, but we will take her. He gets a 27.8 sector 1. Very clean, rides curb, and he's just saved the car.
He saved it. He saved
the car.
Well done, Cordier. So we'll go on to the next onboard after that, which I do believe is Jacos.
It's interesting with this
Followed
turn
by
coming
Harry
up here.
Dwells.
I would go wider and then turn in, just to straighten my car instead of braking while turning. You know what I mean? That's what I tend to do when it comes to qualifying. In the race, it's whatever I'm comfortable with. Coming up to the uphill S here.
Opening up the angle, can't deny that. That's a really good way. So yes, coming up to here, 105.3, so that's in the 26's range at the moment.
Had a bit of a slow exit, but put some power down early. Let's see how he takes this last corner here. Doesn't ride the curb. Takes a bit of a mediocre
a little bit
line.
understeer there.
Understeer, yep, slow exit.
There.
Opens DRS. Let's see what time he puts in. A high 26.
26.9, and Harry Dwells might get a high 25 here. Oh, a low. Oh, he lost a bunch of time. So
car behind that, Biharo. He will get
a with a 128.3. So he's obviously potentially made a mistake somewhere. Little T crosses the line. Frizy crosses the line. 27.3. Little T coming across the last corner now.
Oxy first.
Sorry, Oxy first at 126.3. Puts himself at the P2. 27.3 for the Haas.
That looks like Pachala. Come out of the last corner. Let's see what the old man can get out of this.
105.5. This is a low 127 here, hopefully, for the man. Yes, and a 127.1. Very good time to start off with.
We'll just go on board with Venture Killer as he'll be the next one on his hot lap to finish.
Yeah, Rango coming
looking
around
very
the
slow.
Right. Unfortunately, invalidated it. So Doodleson just starting his lap now. So Harry Dwell's got a 104.9, which in comparison to that should have been a lot quicker than where he's. So he's lost a bunch of time in Sector 3, as we can just confirm with that. 21.4. Yes, so he's got a 21.4 in the last sector. He's definitely lost a couple of tenths there for sure. Could have had a 26 something.
A low 26.
Slower. That faster.
He could even got a 26
a low
flat.
26.
And
Doodleson. He saved it.
No,
He saved it, but unfortunately he's lost.
That
So yeah,
will
Rango
be-
Killer going for his second lap on the Alfa Romeo, and how beautiful does it look? It looks awesome. Codier now on an outlap, he definitely is going to time in here.
Billy Ranger Killer's on his hot lap right now. Takes a bit of a tighter line, how I like to.
Yep.
Very good, goes a bit wide. He opens the angle here. He rides a curb a bit, goes a bit slow. See,
Yep, the short shift into 6th, very, very impressive there. Hits the apex fairly well, a
Goes a
little
bit
bit of
wide.
understeer there for Rango.
Let's see how he takes his corner. As beautiful as you want it. Right in the curb a bit, unsettling the car, but controls the car, opens the RS, coming into the back straight. Heading up to, I guess I can call it the uphill S. I'm not 100% sure what the actual name is or what turn it is. Let's see how he takes it. Bit of a wider angle here. Lifts off, doesn't ride the curb. Let's see how he takes this. As beautiful as you want it, very smoothly. Coming onto the straight, we found the
Unfortunately
DRS
on
here.
a set that's already done a lap, so I can only imagine if he's got this kind of confidence. Oh, a little bit slower through the last corner there as well. But on a fresher set of tyres, he could do wonders of 27.5. I definitely think Rango has a 26 in him, for sure. So, speaking of the McLarens from earlier, Codier now on his lap. Put a new set of tyres on, he has. Storm Hutto has actually improved his time on his second time round, so he's in the pit now.
Ooh. Ride the curb, fair enough. A lot of time trial drivers would do that.
Yep,
As you go
myself
turn
included.
3, I don't really do it to be honest. It unsettles me. Rides that curb, that's what I do.
27.8.
Beautiful, lovely. Upshifts. Let's
Very-
see how he takes his.
Oh, very wide.
Bit slidey.
but might gain some time here. Trying to get on the traction.
And if you just watch how he steers, he's definitely a pad as he flicks it. That's how we all used to drive when we started.
So I've been told, I've been told I make my car look like I drive a wheel with my turning.
So
and like
back in
stuff.
2019, F1 2019, when I used to do open lobbies with randoms, I used to always get messages saying I was a wheel.
105. That's a purple sector from Codier there. Not the fastest we've seen, but purple in terms of catching up time for sure.
Let's see if
That's
we
very
can pull out of
impressive.
this. Coming out of the last corner, goes a bit wide, bit better, takes a tight line, gets the power down early, opens the RS right about now, and he sets a pole.
26.2.
Wow,
That's
impressive.
pole position so far.
Impressive.
Jackos has unfortunately spun it on the exit of turn 4, but that's okay. He's managed to recover. Those tyres are still looking very fresh.
As I was saying, 2019, yes, I used to get a lot of messages, people thinking I was a wheel driver,
Ah, yes.
but
Doodleson's also spun it here, so he's also getting out of the way for Jackos.
he doesn't even have much ERS to play with either, so I don't even think he's pretty down to done. You will be able to have a look. I don't have my telemetry, whatever it's called. Not 100% sure with you. I think he's running hot, but he has set a lap, so this will be easy to get a lap.
But unfortunately, maybe P10 for Mr. Doodleson,
Yes.
who's
But
unfortunately one of the soft runners from
bad
Q2.
exit. Looks like he's gonna
Start up.
he's gonna go back in the pit and maybe have a restart.
So these guys will be able to get in and get out, hopefully. Be very close to time, but they should be able to do it.
So the next car, I believe, will be Lil T, with Hutto behind him, and then Frizy doing the hot laps.
So yeah, let's go on board. Little T comes out of the last corner, very good exit, as that's what you need to start the lap. We have Pajala also down on an outlap. P6 for the old man from Rapid.
Bit wide, rides curb, keeps the car stable.
That was a very good exit.
I
Very,
give it
very
to
good
him,
exit
yes.
there.
Let's see if he goes
Short
wide.
shifting definitely helps.
Not exactly, just the left side of the car on the curb.
Kicks it into fourth. That's very, very, very well done here. 27.9. Not the fastest, but he's improved by 0.2.
That was a bit risky, running that curb. Running on the edge of that curb can mess up your lap. Even your race. Once you start racing, in about 5 minutes, I am going to predict. Coming strong out of that to the back straight. So I believe...
Oh, we have a sector 1. Someone has spun. Jackos has unfortunately spun.
And that's his out lap, so he would not have enough time.
So there is a glitch where apparently we are a second ahead. So if that is the case, don't worry. So little T a couple of tenths up now on his time. Oh, a little bit of a hesitation to that last corner there. Might have lost him a bit of time.
But what'd he get? Only P5. Stop Hutto behind him. He will get a P3.
126.4 from the Aston Martin driver.
Oxy will be going through his hot lap right now. He just makes it. He'll be the last guy to set a lap. Fries will be the next car to cross the line on his, after his hot lap.
No glitch this time. That was the actual timer. Sometimes it does put us ahead. So Fries is up 0.3 on his time here. So that will currently still only have him only 1 above Pajala, but Pajala still setting his lap. Harry Dwell's also on his lap. He's next to come round. So Frizy with a 127. Oh, flat. So unfortunately only P7 and P6.
Let's see what Harry can do. Looking very strong coming out onto these back straight.
Harry is 4 tenths up. Harry is about 4 tenths up on his time here. I did say on the first run he could get a 25. It looks like he's about to get a 25. That Red Bull might just go to P1.
It does.
It does go to P1. A 25.7. A very impressive time from Harry Wells.
Very good lap. I believe the next car will be...
We have Rapid Bajala to go across the line! Bajala's P5! Bajala is P5!
Beautiful from him. I believe the next car we'll have is...
And that's it. That's it.
It would have been...
That's it.
I think Oxy was about to, but as we can see, both the Alfa Romeo...
Oxy backed out. Oxy backed out.
We can see both drivers driving next to each other.
So, there you have it. Harry Dwells, Cottier and Storm Hutto. Your top 3 drivers. Then followed by Oxygen Thief, Rapid Bajala, Jackos, Lil T, Frizy, Rango Killer, and Doodleson. So, if you have not noticed, there are 3 teams that have 2 cars in the top 10. That is the McLarens, the Alfa Romeos, and the Hasses. So, maybe by all of them looking for big points. So, obviously we have Kruder racing today, and we have Pinju. They will not be able to finish. So, whatever team they do represent will only have 1 car. Jackos is, well, considering Lobster Monster will stay in the lobby, Lobster Monster will have his points accredited to Williams, who finishes in the top 10, and Jackos will go over to the Ferrari.
As there's no Ferrari drivers.
We don't have a driver today.
Yes.
So it is only fair that all teams have 1 representative. So because ideally Lobster should be in the Williams and Jackos will
as
be
Reptile put in the chat
Ferrari.
saying that Harry just should be in Division 1.
Broken Reptile, that pole guy, obviously T1. So broken. He finished 4th place in the championship in Div 2 last year, and as our rules per se, for Div 2 up to Div 1, the top 3 have a chance to go up. Now, Harry was very much in the chase up until the last couple of races. He unfortunately has some bad results, I do believe.
I can have a look.
Yeah.
I could probably have a look.
No. All I know is that he didn't have a really good Brazil and Abu Dhabi, and unfortunately because of that, actually slipped him down to 4th place in the championship. Therefore, another year in Div 2 for the man, and I think it's really going to let him shine.
The title race though,
yes,
for Div 2 was
broken.
amazing.
There you go, mate.
between
It was
SD
a very close
Romulus,
showdown.
Paddy Crow. I think for Shamed was coming up there as well. Harry Giles was in it. It was about 4 people in that battle.
Yep.
And it was great to watch and
Broken.
commentate.
Broken. Think of it as a like the soccer or whatever, like the bottom 3 drivers, well, and the top 3 drivers from the division below. They're basically split positions in the end. So
I got the standings here from last season, as there's no safety car from the looks of it. So 5 lights.
Formation lap. Oh, here we go. Oh, McNeil's is a drive-through. I personally run telemetry and penalties, but I will give you guys a quick rundown on the tyres.
Goes a bit wide as Cordy takes the lead. Oxy taps the back of Harry here. Cody gives the position back.
Little T has lost a bunch of places. That car, unfortunately, Little T has dropped a bunch of places.
Couple cars.
So
Back.
Yeah, broken, pretty much, mate, pretty much. Little T and Doodleson, the only ones on softs. Everyone else
Virtual
on the mediums. And there's a virtual safety car. So unfortunately, as I was trying to explain to everyone what cars and who was on what, everyone is on the medium tyre except for Doodleson and Little T, and the front runners will have a couple laps on their mediums already. That's the best way of putting it. But Urban Growth, 5-second penalty for a severe collision with someone. And McNeil's, unfortunately, also has a 5-second penalty, I do believe, and a drive-through, which you can't take under virtual, and which you can't take under the under the safety car as well. So we get underway. We definitely have a couple of cars.
McNeil's is out.
McNeil's retired.
He's out.
McNeil's retired from the session, unfortunately. So it will. Don't see Lobster Monster in here. He's obviously a little bit impatient.
Between BJ and Goats, P13 and 14, side by side.
Cheers, Broken, mate. It'll be a pleasure, and it'll be a pleasure to see you and race you tomorrow. So yes, Kirko looks like he's potentially had damage as well. We'll see who pops into the pits. We have a McLaren. Codier's in the pits.
He probably had a damage. 3 wide. Make sure to watch 3 wide. I think it's a little T part of it. I'm not sure. No, that's Pinju. That is Pinju
Rango
there.
Killer goes for live. BJ going a little bit of a touch on the back of the Pinju.
Does he have damage?
Oh, he spun! We've had goes for life. He spun on the exit of turn 3. He gets it going, but BJ looks like he's all good. There was a touch between tyres. BJ got a little bit crossed up, but luckily for him, he's up and going. So, yes, we'll take you to the front of the field. Harry Dwells.
Off.
In the pit. Yes, he did have damage.
He is off.
Sorry, Harry Dwells, Oxygen, Fee, 3 seconds behind. Jacko's a little bit behind that. Storm Hutto, Rapid Pajala, Karma, Ninja, Frizy, Urban Growth has a 5-second penalty, which we will be able to serve in his next pit stop. Rango Killer, Pinja. Oh!
And that's Pajala.
Pajala spun! Pajala has spun on the exit of 10. On the exit of 10, he must have had it all crossed up. So, the McLarens, from having both in the top 5, I do believe, or the top 6, now unfortunately have cars
out of the top 10.
12th and 15th.
That's unfortunate there.
The Hasses unfortunately have lost Little T in the top 10, but both
Big Red Bulls.
Both Hasses still on the top. Obviously, the reason I haven't mentioned the Red Bulls is
Cruder, yes.
well, Ninja getting a front tyre change. Full tyre change. It's not the V8s. So he's dropped back from his pit stop. So yes, sorry. Cruder's a Div 1. Pindu's a Div 1. So we go based off the Div 2 drivers.
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to point out the best car to benefit from that start. Pinju, 10 positions up. And the worst will be Kodia, 12 positions down from where he started. But
yes,
Cruder,
indeed.
he's gone 7 up. BJ's gone 5 up. Urban has gone up by 4. Oxy 2. Jackos 3. Hado's gone down by 1. Frizy, I've already seen it's by 2.
Harry
Ranger
has kept
looks
it.
to be the only
Oh,
one.
Ninja spun. Ninja is spun on the exit of turn 5 and 6.
And Kirko has front
Just
wing
wanted to
damage
see if
as
he's
well.
got any
If you
damage.
want to look at him.
No. Kirko has front wing damage again.
Be sure to look at
Goes from
Kirko
bad
real
to
quick.
worse.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
front
I'm
wing
on
damage.
Kirko now. He doesn't have a front wing at all. So, yeah.
So let's see how he goes.
Urban still has 5 seconds next to his name. I had penalties up, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, I got
So
positions.
Broken Reptile in the chat has given Frizy a big ups. Frizy in P6 from that Haas. Trying to keep Urban Griffin, who is within DRS, so we'll ride on board here. DRS going. How close can he get up to the back of that Haas? Gets within to a couple of tenths. Oh, and that Storm Hut overhead looked like he got a little crossed up. Got through to Karma. So, the closest battle on field is Goats for Life going past Little T.
Wow. Can only say 4 people have already stopped for damage replacement. Kodia, Doodleton.
Oh, that is Goats for Life. Goats for Life has spun it out. He's caught it, luckily, but I do believe that one was more a case of the curbs coming back to haunt you. They really do on this game.
From what we experienced,
already going a lap down.
And that looks like a
Sector 2 is another.
Little T.
Little T spun it on the. He's obviously got the.
Ranger out.
He's obviously
into the wall.
Rango Killer into the wall.
And a full safety car is out.
Safety car.
And it looks like Hado.
Yep.
No,
And look, he's absolutely put Binder into the wall, as you can see.
We've got Jackos hitting as well as Kirk.
Mr. Doodleton, drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh no. So Jackos replaces his front wing. Should get out in front of Codier, which is exactly the aim. I can
and
only
Kirk
assume.
is retired.
Kirko retires from the session. Yeah, he was already a lap down, unfortunately. So, Jackos in front of Codier, which is exactly where he wants to be, and on a set of fresh medium tires.
Oh, Ninja! I don't know if he caught that. I just caught it. He was thinking of going into the pit and he quickly backed out of it. And for some reason, Kirk is in the middle of the track. Luckily, goes and Ninja just went through him.
Yep.
But there's some people on hard tires. Ninja be the only one on softs right now. That's an interesting strat. But we do have Goats for Life for Doodleson and Cody on the hards, whereas all drivers, some still haven't pitted, still on the medium, so looks like they'll be sticking with this strat.
And if you're a medium runner out the front of the Grand Prix, it's exactly where you want to be. Because this safety car gives you the perfect opportunity to look after your tyres a little bit more, and maybe even go a bit longer.
So, interesting but exciting first 5 laps? Yes, first 5. A lot of spins. As we had as far as the MPG both pitting. I believe they've missed a pit stop as soon as it came out, I'm 100% sure. Harry Dwells is now behind the safety car. With all the cars ready to be packed up.
Just want a reminder for any AFL fans in the chat, it's 29-27 to West Coast right now at the end of the second quarter, pretty much.
Harry almost into the back of
that's
that
all.
safety
That's all.
car.
That's all I'll say, because that's what it is right now. So, under safety car still. On lap 6 of the Grand Prix.
Any soccer fans out there, like myself, has been confirmed by Barcelona. Sergio Aguero is going to be out for 10 weeks due to a calf injury. Barcelona, yeah, cursed this season. I think all La Liga is cursed this season.
And Foden, if you're a Man City supporter, Foden's out for the first month.
Yes.
So that's okay for us.
Man United boys, you and me.
Here we are, mate.
Speaking of United,
Pinned you in the chat. Pinned you in the chat, quickly saying, about to make some overtake, boys.
he is on the softs.
Keep an eye out for that.
He is on the softs.
So, pinned you going to do what I do believe will be softs for a few laps, and then he'll be on the mediums to the end, which is perfectly okay, mate. You do what you need to do.
Yes.
So we're on lap 7, and I do believe the safety car should come in this lap as the Haas. Ninja, Doodleson, Goats, and Lil T catch up to the back of the field. And once they do, should be in this lap for the runners. Urban Growth, by the way, up into P4. Effectively, oh, as I said that, Storm Hunter has actually overtaken him. Oh god, they're getting a bit close under there. Storm Hunter letting him back through. Obviously, illegal overtakes.
Oh yes, I see that. I just saw in your stream. That is.
But Urban Growth, unfortunately, had a 5-second penalty. However, effectively P3 right now, as Cruder will be retiring at the end of the race. So a podium for the AlphaTauri is definitely doable. We'll see where his hard pace goes.
And
we'll see where that 5-second penalty helps him out.
That is a fair point. Mario Pinju, you will not be getting the attention you wish.
Endo, I'm not sure if you saw, but I switched to him for 2 seconds and went back to the Div 2 runners. Do not worry, mate.
Don't worry, Div 2 boys here is our priority tonight. Looking good.
Obviously,
looking good.
If we had Div 1 priority, we would not be commentating Div 2 right now.
No, we will be. Are we in this race? No.
Exactly.
But I believe safety car will
and
be
they're saying lol in the chat, so that's okay.
Hoping safety car's in this lap.
Good man.
Safety car is in this lap.
There is race control saying safety car in this lap.
Thank
So, 5 seconds. 5-second penalty for Goats for Life. 5-second penalty for Mr. Doodleson, which they've obviously accidentally touched under safety car. We'll just quickly pop down to them. Is there any damage on either of the cars? Doesn't look like it. Maybe they've accidentally swerved into each other.
Ooh.
Yep, that is the case. Looks like they're both okay.
They're both okay.
So it's up to Harry Dwells. The safety car is in, and he's off.
You get a great start against Oxy here. Front straight.
And sending his love to the stream. I am grateful. Because I'm loving this as well. These cars are really going at it. Seems like it was a very, very safe restart. Frizy getting ahead of BJ Go for 6th place. So he's just up under. But BJ coming back at him. Pinju. Oh, Pinju's there as well. Pinju with the undercut. We're on board with BJ now. It's going to be very close. And BJ sticks his... Oh my, that was very, very close. BJ sticking the car ahead. And that allows Frizy and Storm
and that's
to
a Haas little T going wide. And he spins it as well.
He spun as well, unfortunately. Little T.
He's not having a great race here.
Gets the car going.
And
he got a penalty for resetting.
We might need
that's
to
really
look
unfortunate.
into that for him.
Yeah, but I don't think he was getting much of an advantage through that, so we can definitely sort that out. BJ Go with a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
Jackals right behind him, right on his gearbox, going side by side, coming to the last corner, and he's got it. He looks like he's really flashing lights at the back.
Yes, he's used all his deploy for this lap as the
Cordier. He's done it as well, using all of it. And it looks like Majala right behind him. Probably wants to get into the action. Wants to make a dive bomb. He's gonna make the dive bomb.
Majala
He's
down
gonna
the inside. That might just
he's
be
done
on.
it.
That might just be on Yano's top 5 overtakes of the week. And see you later.
And Ninja now overtakes as Little T retires in the pit lane. Very close to Ninja and Goats right there. I don't know if you're able to see it.
Yep, Ninja off the track. We will not have to worry about that 3-second penalty for Little T anymore.
So, the closest battle from here.
Urban Raw! Urban just pulling it up behind Kruger.
And Hato is spun it. He has spun it.
So, Cordier is on a charge. Yes, unfortunately, Hato has spun the car.
So, closest battle will probably be P3.
Yeah. P3, I'm currently on board with Cordier right behind Jacko's. Oh, getting a bit wide. A bunch of these cars, sparks flying. So DRS will be enabled at the start of this lap. Harry crossing the line now. Should come up on the screen. DRS enabled. It is. Oxygen feed though. Won't have to worry about that just yet. Urban though, coming up the back of Crew to Karma here.
Could probably get him in the next straight. Let's see how we go.
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled. We have Douglason in the pit serving his drive-through, I do believe.
Yeah. But let's see. Will Urban be able to come to the crew? Not this time
Storm
around.
Hato was in first gear around that
Cordier,
corner there.
Jack was very close.
So I'm guessing. Oh, Storm.
Jala and Goats fighting side by side, coming out of turn 3. Could be very close by here. He's going to win out of it, but Jala does.
Round the
and
outside.
Yes, spun it as well. Both the McLaren boys looking very strong this race.
McLaren's looking to pull
Doing
up here.
us very proud as we both support McLaren
boys, real life fans.
Yes.
Very proud. Urban still within DRS range. Pricey also now within DRS range, but he has a fast approaching Pinju behind, but that won't matter. At the end of the race, Pinju will be retiring.
So, 2 battles here. P3 between 3rd, maybe even 6th now. 4 cars into that, as well as for P8 between 3 cars.
So Urban, Pinju, Pricey, Urban, and Kruder. As we see Pinju go up the inside of the Frizy.
Urban took a bit of a unstable line, unsettled the car. He has lost a bit of time to Kruder. As Urban's already flashing his light.
Urban has 14% ERS, Kruder on 57,
And Pinja looking
Pinju
very
on
snappy
60,
here. Right up the chop.
Frizy also on 60. Pretty calm with a 3-second time penalty for going a bit wide there. It won't matter, he will be retiring at the end as well.
Pinja is looking very strong, you know. Could overtake Urban on this straight. Let's see how he takes his corner. Gets the power down early, opens DRS, will be very hard, as Urban look like he's just going to give the position.
Looking to
defend. He's going to defend it and he succeeds.
Very well.
Very well done from him. Injured still right behind him though.
Cordier still sticking about 3.5 seconds behind this massive battle. And Urban not in the DRS zone anymore of Kruder. So this will leave him very, very vulnerable down this back straight to Pinju and potentially to Frizy. We'll go on board with Frizy here.
As Pinju goes on the outside of Urban. Doesn't need to push that hard. Looks like Urban's done much to fight with on 1%, not even 0% of ERS used at all.
Roll!
Very close.
Frizy, I think they'd slightly touched.
After saw that from your replay, that was very close.
Frizy, is he going to go down the inside?
No, he's not.
He holds off.
He was
holds off.
close.
Very patient driver, Frizy. He's not the one to send it down like good old Jenny Gooch. No shots fired, I promise. Or Jack the Rapid Vorno doesn't lie
As
to dive bomb
Doodleson
himself.
comes into the pits, will he be doing? It looks like
Maybe
he's
going onto the hards.
like he's not moving. Now he makes the switch for mediums. Probably to the end will be very risky. His car's not moving. Could be retiring.
You said?
Oh, now he is.
No,
There
on
we
my
go.
screen, he's out. He's on the hards.
Yeah, he's on mediums for me.
Well, you love to see it. We'll just check the tyre for you. He is indeed on 6 lap old hard, so he's gone back onto the hards.
Very interesting. The game is broken.
Indeed.
I pinned you right behind Cruder right now, coming onto the end of this lap. Pinchu not looking to go for the inside, goes a bit wide. Probably gets a better exit, goes wide off track, gets a penalty out of that. You get DRS against Cruder, going onto the inside
Pinja with a 3-second penalty.
easily.
We'll let
As well as
Pinja
Frizy
pass.
takes over right
Frizy
behind.
takes Urban. Goats for Life finds himself with a 5-second time penalty.
So Ninja's getting close to cardio, but do remember, cards do have the durability. So it could be parts to softs for those hard runners of Kodia and Good to Life. Kodia looking
I do
way
think
more
they will
snappy.
have to pit again.
Yes, I think Kodia's looking way more snappy, has more pace. As the top, I believe, between Pinju, Kruger, Frizy and Urban, they're the ones who've been fighting, so more titles. Urban is on 12.
Very late. I'm here with Goats for Life, following Ninja on those hard tyres. It's looking like a little bit of a DNS train behind Kodia, unfortunately, as Ninja isn't in the DRS zone, but he is catching, and Goats for Life is in the DRS zone of Ninja as well, and did have it then.
Pinju
Ninja
just
wasn't
said
with
a purple sector coming right behind Oxygen Beef. Let's see how you're able to take him on this first straight here.
Oxygen.
Going wide, he's gone for the pits.
Spitting. And so is the leader, Harry. Harry's in the pits. This will be a switch to the hards for both of them.
Will he get held up? He
Oh!
just gets in front. Posting as well.
No, he does get held up a little bit.
But he,
Unless you're
on
talking
the
about
hards.
Harry. Harry didn't get held up.
Harry just got in front. Goes. Yeah. So, Pinju in front on the slot 7 lap rolled. Behind will be Kruder, I mean it's 13.
So, Urban also pitted, and he took his 5-second time penalty, brings him out in P11.
As
Ninja
Jackals
getting a
and Harry
3-second time penalty.
Finding come on to turn through here. Is it going to be a switch back with Jackals? No, he's not. He just followed him through.
Harry on colder tyres, Jackot's on decently fresher tyres in terms of the heat running through them.
Ninja and Kodia on the back straight here, side by side. Ninja will be the one in front, using all of his ERS.
Goats for Life, not too far behind.
Yeah, so Ghost is right behind him, so is Kodia. Let's see how this will turn out. Ninja goes a bit wide.
Very wide from Ninja there. Goats
Goes
for Life.
wide again.
And both of them go wide again. So Ninja on a 3-second time penalty.
Yes.
Goats for Life with the 5 seconds. Dodleson with 5 and BJ with 3.
Oh,
Obviously,
Kodia
Pinja
taking
and Crudo will not
right
matter
at the curb.
because they are Div 1. So, Frizy is catching Cruder, like Broken has said in the chat.
Well,
He is
is
definitely
Kodia-
catching him.
No,
Kodia going out the
no.
inside. No, he pulls out very
Taps
safe
him.
from the McLaren man. Gives him a little love tap like Purex did a couple of nights ago. Used his front wing as a barge board. So he gives him a little love tap. Ninja manages to hold onto it this time. Jacko's still in the DRS.
Ninja
zone
goes wide.
of,
Kodia going on the outside. Pretty good to be down early, let's see. going side by side, coming onto this back straight here. Claudia lifts up and gives him to the position. Will he get DRS out of this though?
Oh, bad exit. Very bad exit. And here's Goes for Life. Will he take advantage on it? No, he won't.
He's looking for it.
3-second time penalty as well.
And
Oh, Cottier has no
taps.
confidence. No confidence through that corner there from Cottier. Absolutely nothing on it. Goes for Life. Looking to go down the end zone.
No, he's not.
Pulls in. We'll go on board with him now. Ninjas has had a very bad exit. And that is Cottier with a 3-second time penalty now. All three of these highs have penalties. Cottier and Goes for Life. Goes for Life will come down the inside. Very, very good move, but Ninja is still there, so it held him up. But Cottier trying to switch back, but doesn't have the traction. Oh, but he does. DRS and ERS enabled, but Goes for Life also using his, even though he has considerably less. That's Urban.
And Jackos.
Past Jackos.
Jackos onto the hards.
Onto the hards to the end. We'll see where that plugs him out into P11.
So our top three here.
Harry Dwell's cruising.
It looks like, at the moment, excluding any Div 1 drivers here, Pricey and Goats the top three. But there will be pitting.
Yes, but if you have a look at their tyre, yeah, they will
pitting.
definitely be pitting again.
Although Claudia could extend, as he has already pitted.
I don't think, I think Cottier is also due another pit stop to the softs, I'm sure.
That will be the most recommended, as Kajal is now catching up to Claudia, his teammate.
Goes for Life just behind. Goes for Life on 10 lap old hards, Ninja on 12 lap old mediums. I would personally say Goes for Life with a little bit of a tyre advantage here. Second gear, Ninja goes a bit wide.
He's going into the pits. No, it's not.
No, he's baiting him to come to the inside. Beating us on and going to the pits. Cottier in the pit. Cottier in the pit. No, is that Frizy? Frizy is in the pit. Sorry, my apologies. Frizy and Cottier. Frizy and Cottier in the pit. Frizy onto the hards to the end of the race. We'll absolutely be able to smash that tyre. Cottier on the mediums to the end of the race. We'll also be able to smash that tyre as the fuel loads go down.
And Pajala.
Pajala.
P4 front of pack now.
Oh, Goes for Life. Gets up the inside of Ninja. Go. Attraction.
He just
Really
did
hold
DRS
around the
just
outside
in
here.
front. Very risky
Oh!
move here. And
The spin.
he spun it. Oh my.
He's touched the inside curb and it has sent him wide. He comes out in the DRSO behind Pajala though. Very fortunate for that to happen.
So has lost many positions, but his tyres will be screaming of hate right now, as it looks like to be Jakos again. Jakos, sorry. So he's the Jakos. He spun it as well. So Div 2, top 3 here, Ninja, Pajala, and Goats. And I'm looking at pitting this lap time around. Harry looking stronger on younger old tyres compared to those three in front of him, as that looks to be probably Cottier struggling.
Yep.
He is in AI mode, now he's back. It's gone flat.
So, your effective P1 right now is Harry Dwells, followed by Oxygen and Frizy and Harry Evandro. However, Ninja, Pajala and Goats, I can imagine potentially will pit again. And where they flood out on fresh tyres and where they finish completely depend on their race pace, obviously. So we can only wait and see.
Pits again. He's having not the greatest race. He's going for a full wing change.
Harry Dwells comes around the outside of Goats. Very good move. from the Red Bull Academy driver, I should say.
One of my drivers.
Has Yuki Supra and Max Verstappen. Sorry, can't really fit you in there like that. Ahead of him in the Div 1 scene.
We will see tomorrow night. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, 9 PM, Division 1, same track.
Or if you are a perp prodigy like myself, 7 PM, get yourself in here.
Harry looking like
Is it 7 PM lobby and then 7:30 start?
So 9:30 start. Later, so yeah, I think 7:30 start for you.
Yep. There you go. That's the times for you blokes and girls and whoever you're watching. You might be non-binary, so I can't offend you.
You, ladies and gentlemen, will be having Pajala, one of the drivers
Oh! Harry Dwells, get on the edge of the curb there as Brooke goes back into the action.
Very close battle here. As I was saying, Pajala and Hendo will be commentating tomorrow night. Be sure to tune in as both professionals, I would say, both exciting commentators to do. Listen to.
We are very grateful to have them part of the Rapid Racing team.
Yes, and also be sure for any UK viewers.
Hendo will be. Hendo
UK.
will actually be racing tonight, which I am commentating at 7:30 BST. If you're in Australia and you're going to randomly get up, that's 2:30 AM for WA. And for the rest of Australia, consuming the United Adelaide or Darwin, that is 4:30 AM at Eastern Time.
Be sure to check in as both Pajala was going to the pits following Ninja. Yes. So
Pajala running out of.
Let's see here between Harry and Pajala. Pajala got really wide coming out of turn 1. Bit of a bad accident in turn 2. Harry right behind him. Don't both have much air to stay with to defend or attack. Very close, Mr. Doodleson. Trying to interrupt.
Now, unfortunately, for Doodleson.
But both here. Pajala is possibly here. I would say actually maybe Harry probably the best guys here.
Up the back end of Durban Road. Very close battle between these two. They have Brutus Harmer coming at the back, but that's okay, he's on top.
It's very close as Harry does going in the inside of Pajala. No, he's not. He's going to save it. This has been a great scruff here for first. And Harry will need to overtake Pajala anytime soon. Otherwise, Oxy, who is, although 7.2 seconds behind, if he stays in this battle with Harry, he will allow Oxy just to catch up.
And Hendo saying he's not racing multiplayer tonight, but he can commentate with me. Well, might actually sleep, but we'll see.
Oh, and Pajala goes for the dive, and he's got it.
Pajala with the dive. There was contact. Oh, it's spun!
They both spun!
And Harry Dwells is out of the race. Pajala has spun it and gone across the track. There is a safety car. So Pajala losing it out of turn 2 and turn 3. Unfortunately spins across Harry, and Harry is unfortunately an innocent party of Pajala's spin. And is in the wall, and the race favourite, the favourite for the race, arguably, is out.
So Oxy would now be in front, and Urban Grove, who's on the softs, could extend them. With that, Frizy could get P3 here at the end of the race.
So, Hendo, you obviously watched that. Can you please put in the chat whether you consider that to be a racing incident or not? Because I do believe Pajala's unfortunately lost it on the end, and unfortunately has come across Harry's car by spinning it. I do believe I would put that down to be a racing incident, and Harry unfortunately in the wrong place, wrong time. But if we can get the Euro expert to put his an official statement in the chat.
That is very unfortunate for Harry right there. Look,
So, if anyone's pitting, I do believe soft tyre will be the tyre to be on.
yes.
Rango putting the chat racing incident for the sure. I am very much confident that was a racing incident. We have seen numerous cars time and time again
As
lose
Oxy
the car out of turn
is
2
pitting.
and turn 3.
Softs. So, Oaks for life and
Everyone
then
pitting for softs.
Pajala. Interesting. I expected the Oxy on the hards, but okay. As Ninja now comes around.
I think they don't want an Imola again from last year where, Ricardo and Leclerc stayed out on the hards and they got eaten up by the soft runners. So, sprint off to the end. The softs are definitely the ones for sure. But yeah, Rango Killer, unfortunately, his DNF from this race has put it in the chat. Racing incident for sure, and I do agree. We've seen time and time again on this new F1 2021 game, the beautiful mess it is, that the most common place to lose the car at Bahrain is definitely coming out of that corner, 5 and 6, or up at turn 11. And unfortunately, Bajala has had a dive bomb, has done a tiny bit of contact, none that has induced any sort of damage, but Bajala trying to out-traction Harry Dwells, who was on fresher but harder tyres, and it's unfortunately spun. And it's unfortunately spun left across the track, and yeah, as I said, innocent party there for Harry Dwells. Unfortunately, that has sent him into the wall and it has ruined his race. Well, you know what they say, Iox, if you're going to concede early.
Yeah.
There are 19 more races after this, I do believe. No, 22 more races after this.
If 3 more tracks do get added, which we hope.
Yes, which I do believe is hopefully going to be done in time, so they can be put onto the very end of the calendar. So, speaking in that terms, 22 races to go for Mr. Harry Dwells to bounce back. Same with Little T, McNeils, Kirko, Little T, Rango Killer, and actually right now Storm Hardo, Jackos, and Doodleson outside the 10. Everyone in the 10. They have points at the moment.
And ooh, the crowd just reacted to
So
something.
Hendo putting in the chat. Hendo in the chat putting Pajala late braking turn 1 his fault, 100%. It was Pajala's fault for the contact. But Pajala spinning from the curb, trying to out traction. I do believe that's just an unfortunate mistake on his behalf. However, in terms of mistake warranted towards him from that curb, and I can only see that being a race incident. And Mr. Doodleson again driving speeding under the pit lane, and he realizes he can't. He has actually put himself. Oh no, he's realized that he can't pit under safety car. So, Hendo, the only incident I can see that it is a racing incident. The contact made was Pajala's fault. However, I can definitely agree with you there, but in terms of him accidentally spinning, obviously he's unfortunately just touched the curb and it sent the car left. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. That's part of the game, unfortunately. So, whether it incurs a penalty, I'm not so sure. I am being more inclined towards a racing incident, unfortunately, though. It was good racing, it was hard racing. Jar did make the contact, but yes. That's all I can say, Hendo. That's from viewing that and knowing that I can race like that myself.
Just want to say, I thought my laptop was charging the whole time, so I could see everyone's comments, but it hasn't been charging this whole time. My laptop won't turn on. There we go. Now it's on. But we got 6 laps remaining. Safety car not in yet.
Safety car hopefully will come in. Doodleson is catching the field at a rate, so hopefully they do let the safety car come in this lap. And it's not going to, unfortunately. So we will have a 6-lap sprint.
Wait, safety
at the
car
end-
is
oh,
in
it
this
is in
lap.
this lap. They have fixed it. So we will have a 6-lap sprint to the end of the race. Goats for life, effectively your P1 Div 2 leader. The first
As
two
now
will
the foot
retire the
is
car very
down.
soon. And
bit
here
slower.
we go. Urban and Frizy having contact. We need to get their point of views, hopefully, for that. Only Urban getting the penalties, so I'm assuming maybe Urban was at fault there. Maybe a bit of braking under the safety car restart. Either way, if there is any submissions, please put it in the correct Discord at the end of the race, and we will be able to review it.
And Frizy, a bit of a moment looks out of turn through. Got it back.
So Ninja, 3-second penalty, will need to hopefully get round the car, the Aston Martin of Goats for Life very, very quickly if he wants to get 3 seconds ahead. And yeah.
Oh, and that looks like Doodleson.
Doodleson
Yes.
actually spinning the car.
Again.
I don't think he'll be getting points there though, because another drive from him, very much driver error related. Oh, Ninja goes really wide. Ninja goes really wide, and that allows Oxygen Feet to come round the outside.
Will he go for the dive?
He switches.
No,
No, he won't. No, he won't. Very smart on his behalf, though. Although he does know he needs to get to Goats for Life. Repetendo saying, we'll call it a racing incident, even though the FIA would say it's his fault.
We will say it's a racing incident. Maybe Hendo will give him a warning.
Yes, Hendo will is very much correct. FIA will say that it's definitely Pajala's fault, and because for anything they're responsible for is considered to be their fault in terms of a racing. But we are not the FIA. Hendo is not the FIA.
I think I am. I think I'm not the worst. I'm not for sure.
But you are the RRL FIA. You're not the official FIA, which is what I'm putting across. So I do believe we will keep that as a racing incident. However, I'm sure Harry will have his point of view, Pajala will have his point of view, and Pajala's retired! Pajala's ended it at the turn 5. That's a massive crash. Oh, I can't obviously switch across to him, but that is really unfortunate. So yes, I do believe maybe some onboard views from Urban, Frizy, maybe even Pajala and Harry dwells at the end of this race. It can be discussed.
Coach fucking lagging it.
Yeah, your voice went a bit robot-y there, but Goes for Life getting past Kruder, which is okay because Kruder and Pinju will be retiring at the end of hopefully the end of lap 27 or 28, so we can see an effective. But as it speaks, all the drivers who finished today will get points,
except the bottom two.
even Doodleson now.
Really? What top?
Well, no, but Pinju and Kruder have to retire.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot about them too. Yes, they will be getting
So
points.
yes, I will put down that yes, I'm sure there'll be a few stewards' decisions to be made after hearing regarding penalties that may not have been given, penalties that may need to be removed, DRS enabled, and Kruder just keeping ahead of Ninja. But Ninja down the inside. Holds on just in the end there, and and that Alfa Romeo going on very wide at turn 5. But yes, I'm sure will be discussed. Maybe a warning for Pajala is exactly what he needs. I think you might be right there, Mr. Iox Noodle, Little Josh, or whatever the hell you are, Asian.
A warning.
Definitely think a warning. He does, because let's be real, by now we all know that the curbs are very dangerous on this game, and even though he might have accidentally got onto the curb, he's still the one driving the car. So maybe a warning indeed. And Pinju has retired. Thank you very much. Good on you. Good on you, Pinju. So, Goes for Life, leading the Grand Prix from Ninja. Kruder, seeing Pinju, hopefully will now retire the car as well.
He will not be yet.
Maybe putting it to turn 1.
But Oxy behind Ninja going for the dive. No, he's not going to do it. Very close between them two. coming
But
out
all
of
these
C2,
cars here,
T3.
all Div 2 front 3 runners here, all under 20% ERS. Oh, Ninja looking at Cruder here.
Critter should be giving his position up as it is not his race. As Oxy.
Pinju saying, like my retirement, didn't get the onboard of it, but you
And
absolutely sent it. Oh, there you go.
Critter's
That's
out.
Cruder. That's okay.
Anyways,
Cruder,
continue
thank
on.
you very much. I know you didn't mean to do it that way, but thank you very much. That is awesome. Awesome work. That's a highlight reel. But yes, Pinju, I did like your retirement. Looks like you just went straight ahead and sent it into the wall. I like that. So, but while that's happened, Oxygen. Oxygen has absolutely nipped around. Ninja.
I think it will be in my overtakes of the week. As well as the one earlier. I don't know who was between. I can't exactly remember.
Well, I do think there is a couple of nominees that we've managed to catch on the stream for Pajala to have a review of, including maybe one of his own.
Be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to check out the Facebook group Rapid Racing League where we post new members joining in.
And if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord.
Join the Discord as well.
If you want to race and we get a whole bunch of people, we'll give away $500.
We will be starting a Div 3 if we have enough drivers. As we do want to have these reserve drivers driving at least weekly as a time penalty for Jackos.
Yeah, he's unfortunately been at the top of turn 12, which has also seen him return to the track and have a 10-second time penalty. However, I do not think that was fair.
Goes for life here.
Ahead of Oxygen Faith.
Goes looking pretty strong.
Out of DRS.
Looking pretty strong. Oxy getting off from Ninja, who's struggling. Overgo could.
Currently, I just want to put that out there. Currently, Fry's affected P3 with those penalties. Now, Urban Growth got his under. Yep. No, Urban got 5 seconds.
Yes.
And he had got that under safety car. Obviously,
so
with some
Ninja could
contact
get a
with
P3
Fryzy.
here.
However, the only issue with that is Fryzy did grab one. So I'm starting to think maybe there's a chance, there's an opportunity for Urban to. Well, there's an opportunity for Urban to.
Looks like Ninja pushing a lot. He gets a lot of speed.
Is, but he's losing a bunch of time. He's losing a bunch of time, and Urban will look to go and take him with the DRS open here. Speaking of people with DRS zones, Cottier is also there.
Both flashing red at the back of the cars. Well, the outside. Will he get it? It looks like he has. Oh, he pushed it off the track.
Ninja goes wide.
And the touch.
Ninja comes back onto
and
the track.
Touch. 3 wide coming onto, I think turn 4 it is. I've been mistaken this whole time. Ninja back in front and Urban's touch Cottier, making him spin into the wall. That is unfortunate.
No, not into the wall. He managed to keep it on the track.
Okay, so my camera was gone so quick, but end of the day, he spun him. So that has ruined
We have
Cottier's
Pajala joining the
race.
party. Sorry, apologies, ladies and gentlemen. So, Hutto within DRS. Fryzy pushing to be in DRS, but Urban Growth. Cuddy with a 3-second time penalty as well, unfortunately. That contact.
But from the looks of it, Codes for Life will be taking the first win of Division 2 Season 2.
Goes for Life, crossing the line. He is your first race winner of the Rapid Racing League Australian Div 2. Followed by Oxygen Faith, Urban Growth
Fryzy
drops
P3.
down. Fryzy! And Fryzy and Storm managed to jump Ninja and Urban. So,
Cottier now crosses the line. After a good race, good pace, good quality, beautiful quality from Cottier. Unfortunately, couldn't get the result today. BJ now crosses the line.
I definitely think there'll be a few drivers that will have something to say. Cottier, one of them. Definitely Cottier will have something to say about that incident, I'm sure. Urban potentially for his 5-second penalty with Frizy under the safety car. Frizy obviously has his point of view. And then obviously the biggest controversy of this race, the Pajala and Harry Dwells incident.
Yes.
But apart from that, we've been very blessed to have an awesome race. Jackos will have that 1 point given towards Ferrari, so very well done indeed.
Or should we give it to Williams because Love Monster has never been able to get in the lobby? What do you think?
Yeah.
Williams?
Okay, that's fair enough. Well, I thought Lobster joined that it would be fine,
Yes.
but yes, Williams grabbing that point.
Okay.
Williams grabbing a point from Jackos. So there are
Shall
your
we
top
invite
three.
the top 3 into the party and speak to them?
Yes. Pajala has now joined the party.
Jolly here.
Hello.
Unfortunate race, but he is the, I guess, the boss of Div 2 here. Good race though.
So we firstly saw it as a racing incident, but then we little bit of a debrief with Hendo. We said the late braking into turn 1, completely your fault for the contact then. But you know, yeah, the way I saw it was I was a little bit more lenient. I was like, yes, we know the curves are dangerous. However, the curb you got on yourself onto when putting on the traction can also be used for time, and it was maybe hit and miss and it spun. But evidently, at the end of the day, you're the one driving the car, and unfortunately, Harry copped it as well. Yeah. Yep. So, quali ban. So there you go. That's the verdict. Quali ban. We'll have a few steward reviews. I think Frizy and Urban had a little bit of contact on the safety car, and Urban got a 5-second. I think I do believe Cottier might have a case to say for his late spin fighting with Ninja and Urban. But apart from that, fairly clean race for everyone. Unfortunately, bunch of retirements. But yeah. Yep. Yep.
It was his first race as well.
So we're going to interview the top 3.
Yes. Thank you, Pajala.
See you, mate. So we're going to invite the top 3 one by one into the chat. What about that? Recently played with.
I am just doing our standings.
I'll get Goats first.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get Goats first. Goats for life. Invite to party. Hoping he does join. We'd like to have a chat with our race winner.
If not, we'll get a second. Here he is.
Oh, there we go. Hey mate, can you quickly include your audio at the top, if you can? Goats, mate, we want to ask, how do you feel, mate? That is your first win for the Rapid Racing League Div 2 League and the first win of the season. How do you feel?
A bit crazy. I was a couple seconds off retiring towards the start there. It was a bit of a poor start.
A few times.
Yeah, it was just, I got taken out and then tyres were hot, so I just kept spinning. So I was just about to leave, but safety car came out just in time and kind of went off with the hards. And then 2 blokes in front of me took each other out. Safety car, jump on softs, just perfect timing, really.
So you would say that you big-brained it with your strategy today. Is that what you're also trying to say?
Yeah, it was all strategy, mate.
All strategy. Well, Goats, we're very ecstatic for you, mate. I'm sure we'll be playing some GDA later. We can have a laugh about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your win, mate. Yeah, congratulations once again. It was a pleasure to watch, and you crossed the line in that beautiful Aston Martin.
Yeah, cheers for that, boys.
Grace.
Right. See you later, mate.
See ya.
We'll just grab. Was it Oxygen Faith who came second?
It was
It
Oxygen
was.
Faith, yes.
Oxygen. I'll just bring in him. Oxygen.
And who got the fastest lap? It says Crudy here, but because it's not Div 2 boy, we've been giving it to the
their
next.
second fastest
Yes, so it was a 28.3. So Pinju, exclude him.
Just need Oxygen Faith to come in for a quick chat. Ask him a couple of
28.6.
questions.
It'll be
Take up too much of his
Oxygen.
time.
Oxygen did get the fastest lap.
So we'll let him know when he comes into the chat.
And then 6 gear.
If he comes into the chat.
Let's hope.
No, who came third, by the way? Was it Ninja?
Third was Frizy.
Or was it Frizy?
Frizy.
Frizy grabbed it at the end. So, see if I can invite Oxygen one more time. If not, that's okay. Oxygen Faith is in Rocket League right now, so very quick jump. That's okay though.
2 reserve drivers, shall we say, got points today.
Well, congratulations to their teams.
Yes. The teams they drove for, we should say.
So we have extended invitations to Frizy and Oxygen Faith. However, if they do not join, we'll give them maybe a minute. If not, we'll thank everyone for the stream. It's been a pleasure. Obviously commentating alongside you, as we will every Monday night.
We love it. Love doing this.
So doesn't look like they're joining. That's okay. We will extend our congratulations to them in the chat. But aside from that, I hope.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Frizy, mate, we just need you to put your audio in.
Yeah, my audio's in.
Audio in.
Yeah.
Frizy, mate. Wow, what a race, mate. Put that Haas into the podium.
Yeah. Bahrain's probably one of my strong tracks on the game, so it's fantastic. Also, I had side pod damage that entire race, so that was.
Well, that makes it even more impressive.
That was fantastic as well. After turn 4, my controller decided to turn off. So
it's even better.
Yeah, and then Hutto held me up a little bit, trying to chase down Crew to Karma early on, and then safety cars happened, and then everyone else getting penalties. Then
Yes, you did get a lot of positions.
So, yes, obviously we did mention maybe a couple laps out in the Grand Prix that you might be some for a podium here if you're in the penalty range, and, well, that's exactly what you did. So, how was your strategy play out today?
Well, I was doing the mediums, the hards, strat, and then I did, in Q2, I did 2 laps on the mediums, which wasn't ideal, but it got me up there, and then the first safety car came out, so I decided to whack on another set of mediums because the hards wasn't going to go to the end. So I just hoped and prayed another safety car came out, and evidently it did late in the race. Back on some softs.
Awesome, mate. So how confident were you coming into the race that you could have a good result today? Potentially a podium, because I do believe you qualified 7th or 8th. The Hasses occupied the 4th row, I do believe.
8th.
Yeah, I got P8.
So,
well, judging by the guys on softs pace in Q3, I was probably aiming for 5th, potentially. Maybe if 5th,
top 5 finish.
Yeah, top 5, maybe 5th was probably the maximum I was looking at, because my setup wasn't great on the soft tires at all. So, but it worked well on the mediums and the hards. So, that's where my pace was. Not on the softest compound, ironically. And my teammate had wheel issues all night, so...
Yes, unfortunately. Little T was unfortunately disappointing, but if that's the case, then that's also very unfortunate. However, we've been told that we have a patch coming out very, very soon, hopefully this week, on Xbox, fixing sound issues and major force feedback issues on wheels. So, hopefully that is the case.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my teammate can help next week, because the next 2 races I don't think I'm going to be any good, considering we're at Spain and Monaco. So they're my
Yes, I do believe. So the Euros are going to change their damage rate to reduced for Monaco, and I do believe we're going to do the same.
okay. Well,
So
kind of
that makes it a little bit less scary.
kind of makes it better, but still, it's Monaco on the pad. It's not fun. So, in Spain, I'm just horrendous at Spain, and especially in the final sector. So, if I get any points in the next 2 races, then that's good enough for me. And then
Awesome, mate.
on to Baku, my favourite track.
There you go.
Favorite track. It's one of my strong ones too. For all you Div 1 people out there. So yeah, Frizzy, I appreciate all the honesty, mate, and honestly, a very good podium, mate. We'll hope to see you very soon commentating the Tier 3s, I do believe, this season over in OCE.
Yeah, Tier 3. So I'm looking
your beautiful voice on the screen.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be. I think it might be good. Might be a bit chaotic, but I think overall it might be good. Good championship battles up and down the field.
Yep.
So we'll see how we go.
Hopefully, mate. Awesome, mate. Well, we appreciate all your race today, mate. Appreciate it. Congratulations once again.
congrats
for
on
that Haas team
fastest
putting
lap
on
as
the
well.
podium. And congrats on the fastest lap as well.
Didn't Critic Karma get it?
If he's in Div
Mate,
1,
it's a Div 1.
he would not
He's in
get it.
Div 1, so
Oh,
you grabbed it, mate.
sweet!
Congratulations.
An extra point for Haas.
There you go.
Awesome. All right, mate. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, no worries. GG's.
All right, see you, mate.
Yeah.
GG, mate. Good race.
So, Scott, I have standing here. I quickly did it while you were doing the talking.
Yep,
So
that's okay.
The constructors is Aston Martin on top with 37, with Alfa Romeo in second on 19, Haas on 15, Mercedes on 10, AlphaTauri on 8, McLaren on 6, Alpine on 4, Williams on the 1 point, Red Bull and Ferrari both on 0. Red Bull could have good points today. I reckon they could have. Unfortunate. Actually, sorry. Alpine. Goodison was AlphaTauri. So he...
For all of you wondering, I'm just going to end the stream. We appreciate all of you coming out here today. Everyone, we have a Facebook page. Join up if you're a part of it. Potentially get a Tier 3 going. If you're in the Discord, watch out for us posting the results and whatnot, and the constructors and the drivers, how they're going after round 1 of Bahrain. But it's been a pleasure, and we'll see you next Monday.
Thank you very much, people.